Hello and welcome to Destination Divergence episode 11. I actually checked this time, isn't it great? Not forgetful is amazing. We're one party member is going to be a little late. We're going to start without them, but they should be able to hop in later without too much issue. As a short recap, you all just left the underside of Galt, whatever building that was. I don't think any of you got a name of it. With the sheriff of the town in tow. You had just rescued him, and you looted everybody's corpses because you killed everybody in there, because why not? Um, you guys got a lot of powerful and or fun things, and are now trying to return to Galt and set things straight, hopefully. You spent the night out in the fields, hiding from the guard, but outside of the area that was all bloody and smelling like death, so that you could rest up and recover your resources, etc. It is now maybe an hour after dawn. You guys went to sleep fairly late, so it's pretty bright out already. It's a nice orange morning. The wheat is blowing in the wind, the different crops and things, as you guys are all moving north towards the north gate of Galt. I believe is the gate you had chosen. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if it doesn't matter. Either way.
I don't think it matters.
Okay, you're heading towards the North Gate, which is where you came out of before, but that was hours ago. Probably 10 or so hours ago, you guys left Galt. As you approach, though, Leroy suddenly freezes in place. It's not like he just kind of stops or anything. He actually freezes, like a program shutting down temporarily and locking on a specific frame, almost falling over, but not quite, as if time has stopped for him and only him. And he just kind of stares off into the distance for a second.
Leroy, are you okay?
No response.
How heavy is he? Can I stuff him into the bag of holding?
Very heavy. He's made of...
Can we salvage him?
Wow.
No, I'm just no. Just keep in mind.
Do you say this out loud to the party?
Oh, fuck.
It's up to you. I assume not, then.
No.
After another brief moment, after you all kind of pause and take a look at the situation, he regains his balance, kind of snaps out of it, and says, I'm so sorry. I know we all just met, and I know I promised to go with you on this journey and on these tasks, but I really must be elsewhere. I'm terribly sorry. Something has come up. I hope our paths cross again in the future. And he just immediately turns and runs, as if something's wrong, but he's just booking it. He's going to book it east into the fields.
Okay. Oh, shit, wrong voice.
Well, that's too bad.
I'm just gonna kind of watch him leave, okay.
Huh.
Oh, he seemed nice.
And I'll just remove Leroy from there for now. And so nobody intervenes, so Leroy will just walk off into the sunset, or sunrise, as it were.
He didn't have anything important, right?
Don't believe so.
Then yeah.
Doesn't matter anymore, because he's far, far away.
Yeah.
Garth, I'm pretty sure you took something important from him, so I guess that was for the best.
The thing of mind shielding?
I do believe that's what it was.
Okay. Yeah.
I believe that's correct, yes. It's for bookkeeping. All right. So you all continue to make your way north. The sheriff doesn't say anything at this.
No, proof against detection and location, not mind shielding.
Right. The anti-scrying ring, whatever it's called. Yeah.
Basically.
So y'all make your way north to the northern gate of Galt. And as you approach, there is a guard just kind of, I don't know, lackadaisically looking around him at the beautiful morning. It really is a beautiful morning, and he comments on that as you approach. He goes, well, hello, good people. Good morning to you. It is such a beautiful morning. How are you all today? Are you coming to Galt on business, or? And
It's vital. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Zale is hiding off in some some of the crops nearby. He hasn't approached with you. Oh wait, no, that wasn't the plan, right? You were going to go up with Zale specifically? I'm sorry, that's my bad. Okay, so just Zale and Felicia will approach. Retcon all of that. I forgot what the plan was from last week. It's been 2 weeks since we skipped last week.
It's okay, I was trying to remember too.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, he begins to say good morning to you and how beautiful the morning is, but then he kind of pauses mid-sentence, looks over to Zale and says, Sheriff Dune? Is that you? You're all right? Are you here? And the sheriff will look up at him and he's putting on a show that he's very hurt and he's kind of breathing heavy, he's clutching his chest and he's got a limp, as if he's still not fully recovered. He says, yes, boy, it is me. Could you let us in, please? We're on urgent business now and I really could use some care. This fine lady here saved my life. And the guard will turn back to you, Felicia, and say, well, that's great news. I guess I will just let you in then. And he will open the gate after seeing Sheriff Zale Dune.
That's good. And yeah, I'm just like walking with
actually
purpose.
Meant Keth Tharask, not Zale Dune. That is my bad again. It's been too long. I really should check over my notes before everything. Keth Tharask is the sheriff.
It's okay. I thought I was misremembering.
This is why we shouldn't skip weeks.
I'm staring at my notes like, did I write this?
No. It's just your DM having a brain fart after 2 weeks of not playing.
I don't think I even know who Zale Dune is.
Zale Dune,
the temple guy.
Yes, Zale Dune is the head of the temple.
Oh, whoops.
Oops. They're right next to each other in my notes. That was a mistake.
Oh, joke's on you. That's a helpful reminder for me because I forgot.
Well, fair enough.
Okay, so
yep.
I was gonna say, like, I just want us to be going towards the out of character. Does anyone remember if we had decided to go to see the people he knew, or just go straight to the barracks?
Not a clue.
I do not recall.
I'm gonna take us to the barracks straight away.
All right. Kath will follow along with you wherever you're going, as if he's being led by you because he is apparently wounded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just going with him, and hopefully we make it.
Yes. Was that Frost?
Sorry, did we hit level 5?
No,
No.
not yet.
Okay, sorry.
All
Just
good.
checking.
No worries.
I missed that.
So as Felicia and Kath round this corner here, what are the rest of you doing? Off, still out of sight of the town. You guys gonna approach as well? Or?
Hello?
Joss will turn to the others. Were we supposed to wait out here?
I don't.
I'm
waiting out
sorry.
here. We may
I
as well head
wasn't-
into town.
Yeah, I wasn't listening at all when they put the plan together.
I already forgot it.
Oh no.
You guys were playing pranks with water. So.
Oh, we were.
Yeah, we weren't listening anyway.
I wasn't even here.
Let's just go check in at the inn.
Yeah, let's just go act natural.
Aren't we still outside the town though?
You are, but you could approach the gate and stuff. All right. If no one objects, you all approach the gate, just as the last group did.
Mm-hmm.
And the guard greets you. Hello, good people, and what a beautiful morning it is. Are you all here approaching Galt on business?
We have rooms at the inn.
I see.
We would like to go back to the...
Where have you been for the... If you weren't in your room last night,
Oh, shit.
Does anyone speak?
Joss will say,
Help me.
apologies. We ran out through the north gate this morning chasing a lead. And, well, You can say we ran in circles, and now we're back.
You doing work for the guard then? Yes, I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. You must be new in town, yes?
Yes, we're very new. Slightly passing through, but doing odd jobs on the way.
Oh, all right. Well, make me a deception check, Drost.
Alright,
Is
I'm
it
really
though?
good at those.
Can't wait for
Yeah,
y'all to
but-
all get brought to the barracks while I'm there on business.
Oh boy, alright, that's not bad. That's an 11 minus 1, so that's a 10.
All right. Well, I suppose I can't keep you for any real reason. Welcome to Goats. Welcome back, I should say. And he'll open the gate for you as well.
Dress will smile hideously and walk through.
Of
Thank you,
course.
sir.
Good word choice.
And good morning to you all.
Yes,
Good
yes.
morning.
Good morning. Good day.
Felicia, you and Kath approach the barracks, and you see the same very large shifter out front as was there before. There's no one else with him today, just him, but he'll look down at you after a moment, very slowly shifting his head down and say, "Good morning." And then he'll slowly shift over to Kath, if you want to say anything in the meantime.
I'm just gonna quickly say, good morning, my large friend. We need to get inside ASAP, as you can see with my companion here.
And just as you finish saying that, it kind of registers on his face that you have Keth with you, and he looks puzzled. Although he kind of always looks puzzled, he looks more puzzled. I say, Sheriff Keth, and okay, I just open the door. his mind is he's not dealing with these facts and the situation changing so rapidly on him, and he doesn't know what's going on, so he just lets you in. He sees the sheriff, whatever. Inside the barracks, you see lots of random guards. Just as they see you, they kind of like stop, do a double take, or like maybe drop what they're doing, some of them, as you approach, but none of them stop you. None of them are going to stop you and the sheriff. Some of them do scurry off, though.
I'm just gonna call out very, just loudly, just call, like, attention! Everyone in the barracks, gather around. You'll see who I have with me. We need you right here, right now.
Keth will speak up as well and say, "Listen to what she says." And he'll put his hand on your shoulder and cough into his own shoulder a little bit. Make me a persuasion check at advantage, since Keth is aiding you.
Oh, not shitting you. I just.
Is that a good roll? Sounds like a good roll.
Well, it went in a glass of milk. That could not make this shit up.
You have to drink the whole thing to see it.
If your dice are white, does that mean you got a 0?
Good question.
I'm going to jail. This is.
You already are in jail. You're addressing the whole jail.
Just don't forget and take a drink of your milk. That could be bad.
17.
17. Okay.
Eat the dice.
Don't eat the dice.
Wow.
One by one, the guards start to line up. Several of them a lot faster and more attentive than the others. Some of them look very pleased. Some of them look like they were, hesitant, but they come over. And a couple of them you notice that shifted off before don't return. You see in front of you about 24 guards lined up in a couple rows. The vague sounds of combat practice in the courtyard outside stops as the guards are filtering in and things. It's very quiet after some whispering of people wondering what's going on. Now that everyone's at attention, it's silent.
All right. And I'm only speaking on behalf of your sheriff here, as he is not in good health due to the circumstances in which I was able to save him. There's some shit going on in this town. I've only been here a little bit, but frankly, I'm horrified. And I know that some of you are happy to see this man return. And I know that some of you are going to be here to do the right thing for this community. But first, before anything, we need to act quickly because I know what I saw. I know I saw some of your men just run off. And I believe I know why. Before...
Hold on, real quick, out of character. Is the plan to stage a coup?
Oh, I have made an executive decision. I'm going balls deep.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
It's not quite a coup if they're already staging a coup, right?
Yeah, clearly the seeds are here for some crazy shit. So I'm not gonna give them the chance to respond.
Counter coup.
Aren't we supposed to be staying kind of low profile so we can get to passage? Or is that plan just in the garbage bin?
I figure.
Depends
You
on
know
how
what?
you define low profile.
I'm going to leave and say, who has keys for the jail cells?
The big shifter that let you in, who's now behind you, because he finally made his way through the door. He says, I have keys. And he'll hold out a ring of keys to you. There's only 2 keys on it, though. It doesn't look very useful. And one of the other guards runs up with some actual keys. With, more like 3 dozen keys on it.
Okay. Before anything, there's a man here being falsely held with ties directly to what has happened to your sheriff. And we need to get him now if anything is going to be done here. James Burker.
All right, and
Please bring him out.
2 of the guards will... Well, one of the guards will grab the keys that was just brought forward. Another guard will rush off with him down the hall. These were 2 of the ones that showed up quickly when you called. Mm-hmm. And then a couple more will also follow them down the hall. A moment later... Sorry?
I'm so ready to get double-crossed by James.
Honestly, I hope so. That'd be some good story. Fuck it.
A few moments later, a few tense moments of kind of silence with some whispering as the guards that are standing at attention are starting to get restless. But a few moments later, they return with James between them, still hunched over with handcuffs on and this dirty robe over his head, but he's there. You can tell that he wasn't really given an explanation. He was just rushed out of his cell and has no idea what's going on. He looks very dazed.
I just want to kind of gently guide him by the shoulder and just bring him and Keth in contact with one another and I'm just gonna say to him, I was able to follow up. I was able to do what you asked. We're gonna fix this.
All right. Keth and James, first, James really notices Keth. Keth already knows what's going on, but James notices you have Keth there with him, and you can see the look of relief in his eyes for a moment. And then he kind of starts thinking really hard. You can see the gears turning as he's kind of staring at the floor. His eyes are moving rapidly, and he's trying to process that you've actually been successful and that this has gone well. And that you're standing in the jail trying to free him. And he says, Yes, thank you. Where did you find him? What's going on? What can you tell me? Is now a good time? Should we...
We need to act fast. I found him below the city. He was being imprisoned and nearly killed in a summoning ritual by who I can only imagine to be some members of the temple of your city.
As you say that, the guards kind of all look at each other like, huh? Who? What? These whispers start to grow louder as there's confusion and they're starting to get rowdy. Keth, completely dropping the app, stomps his foot on the ground and starts to shout, "Quiet, all of you! This is very serious, and we need to get to the bottom of this now. I don't know who of you I can trust, but I need to know who of you I can trust right now." And he starts going from person to person, having them empty out their pockets, things like that, just examining them as much as he can. First off, starting with a couple of the soldiers that he, out of the corner of his eye, was watching, and they didn't really react when you mentioned the church. He says that to you. He says, "These two here, I can tell they're up to something because they already knew that the church was involved here somehow, that the temple was involved, rather. Anything you want to tell us, boys?" And both of them look at each other for a moment. And then one of them draws a dagger and attempts to stab Keth. He fortunately misses as Keth deflects it, and Keth then throws him to the ground and starts grappling him. The other one, the other guards grab.
What happened to the other guard?
The other guard, as soon as the first guard made an attack, the other guards grabbed the second guard. Like the others
great.
that were, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he says, "Boy, you're gonna tell me who else was working with you." The one on the ground is just not moving.
Get them into the cells.
Good idea. And he takes them back and actually puts them both in the cell that James was in before. But for now, we're going to switch back to the other group. What are you guys doing? You just entered town, you hear some shouting coming from the barracks. Otherwise, it's pretty quiet around here.
Oh, do we just...
Well, I
go
think
in case something happens?
Dross will just, snap a couple times, get everyone's attention, and kind of motion towards the barracks, and just kind of like casually stroll towards that way,
Alright.
but keeping an eye out for, groups moving around, motion, or the sounds of combat.
Alright, if you're keeping an eye out, give me a perception check.
Oh, so happily. That's a 3, so that's a 5 on my perception.
I
Okay.
would like to... Yeah.
Yes, you can also... Anyone who would like to roll may roll. Go for
Okay,
it.
22.
22, okay. Drost kind of like looks around a little bit, but as he turns his head, his eyes are always locked on the barracks, so he doesn't really get much useful information.
These glasses make me all squinty. I'm sorry.
There you go. Nakarth, you don't notice anything. I mean, well, you do notice something, but it's a lack of something that you notice. There's not many people around. And it's a little bit after dawn. It's not like, a booming part of day, but town's pretty empty. You specifically don't see any guards, at the moment at least.
Mm-hmm. And there isn't much in the way of foot traffic in this town. It's pretty dead anyway, right?
It
But
has
there's
been
usually a
previously,
guard
yes.
It's about
Yes.
to be pretty dead. Lol.
Wow. Oh, I'm sorry.
We're having a situation.
Alright, so I'm assuming you guys just enter the barracks, then? If no one else has anything?
I was gonna say hang outside. Kinda
Outside
like
it, okay.
act like we're playing dice or something, like a block or two down, and just keep an eye out.
Does anyone actually have dice?
I have Mason's tools and Smith's tools.
Just throwing tools around everything.
I can do my carving.
There we go.
I could just imagine you have this human-sized
So,
tool and your hand is like 20 times the size.
Is Dross
Is
Dross like carving a little figurine and everyone's just like watching him, or like what are the rest of you doing? Like,
he's slowly carving a little stone anvil out of like a smooth marble chip, like a normal person would be whittling a flute, that kind of thing,
All
or
right.
whittling a statue.
I'm kind of just observing, my arms crossed.
All right, just chilling against the wall. All right.
Yeah.
Everyone else, how are you acting normal?
I didn't say normal. I just
What do we
said
do
chill.
with our hands?
At night.
Kieran,
Sorry, what?
you have any alcohol to start chugging?
You know,
I think technically
Do
yes. Yeah.
Ooh, good plan. I'll be right back.
I know Leroy found like wine and whiskey and
I
stuff in there and shared it with you.
still have some bottled lightning.
There you go.
Ooh.
Butt chugging, man.
Was there? I didn't write down whatever I got from Leroy. So, but sure, I'll pop a bottle of that.
I know he found wine in the bar and he found whiskey in one of the other things. I don't know what he gave you out of that, but something.
You could just say all of it. He can't argue with you.
Fair.
Lots of no.
So basically, you've got plenty to do whatever you want with.
Sweet. Sorry, I got distracted.
No worries.
Yeah, I'll pass around the bottle as
Alright.
I watch him carve shit. I don't know.
And Melos, what are you doing?
Patting Nico.
Okay. Everybody give me a group deception check.
Oh god, we're fucked.
Group what? Check?
Deception.
Oh, you see it included?
Just the ones outside.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
So that would be Nala, Drost, Nakareth, and Milos.
14.
7, which is kind of dumb because patting Neko is a thing that I do anyway.
That was a natural
no
1
deception
for
here.
a negative, or no, 0.
Bless your heart.
I'm doing my carving.
Roll a natural 20, Lemmy.
Alright. I
would
will
like to
roll a
walk
natural
away
20. Ready?
sipping my
I'm ready.
alcohol.
Yeah.
That's a 20. All
Damn
right.
it.
Oh, okay. So unfortunately, you all look pretty awkward and like very obvious that you're trying to blend in. But you know, you make it
I'm
work.
fucking giant, man. Of course.
Anyways, back inside. The guards are all still. It's beyond whispering at this point. They're all just like in a cacophony of trying to figure out what's going on, just like talking to each other. Some of them are starting to shout, trying to figure out what's going on. Some of them are pointing fingers and trying to accuse others of being part of this whatever. It's not a happy situation while Keth is throwing the 2 guards that have been grabbed so far into this jail cell.
All right. So while Keth is gone, I'm just gonna shout over. I'm gonna step up on a table. And I'm gonna shout over. Sorry, go ahead.
So real quick before you do that, can you make me a perception check?
Oh, yes. Roll high for me, please. Oh boy. I got a 2.
A two total?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. You don't notice anything.
Oh fuck.
What were you saying about a table?
I'm getting up on a table and I'm just gonna yell over the room, like I need your attention right now.
Okay. Roll me persuasion or performance. Your choice. For projecting your voice or convincing people to be quiet.
Yeah, we're going persuasion. 19.
Okay. It's not the loudest voice ever, but people hear it like in the back of their head almost when you say it. Like it's just, it's a suggestion they've got to listen to. And it gets fairly quickly quiet. There's still a couple guards that are like grabbing each other's shoulders and stuff, but they're looking up at you now. Let's calm down a bit.
There is a bloody ritual circle below where we're standing right now, and I could lead you all down to confirm this, but that's time that we cannot waste. when your sheriff comes back, I'm sure that those who escaped are making moves to surround us. We need to go there first. We need to go to the center of the town and make a form around the temple, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this one way or another.
All right. Make me a persuasion check.
Oh boy. 13.
All right.
Kev, come help.
About half of them start like nodding, looking at you like you came in with their sheriff. They believe you well enough. Keth isn't back yet, but a couple of the others are, just not entirely sure what's going on yet. Not convinced that there's a problem at all and that this all just isn't some weird show. Some of them are skeptical that this isn't all some form of illusion and that there's some kind of plot going on here. It's a pretty mixed bag, but you'd say you have about half of the guard on your side. Make me another perception check.
Come on. Okay, there we go. 17.
Okay. You just barely catch a cloak going out the door. On the outside, with all you guys, a guard sneaks out the door and then looks to his right and sees you all, kind of right outside. And then just acts normal as he's walking out of the barracks.
I'm too busy petting Neko and don't notice.
I'll go ahead and just look up to Nicoreth and try to get his attention.
Nekareth is too deep in his bottle of booze, sorry, apparently.
All right.
That's going to be my explanation.
Oh no. Oh, and I was here. I was talking. I just forgot I was on push to talk.
Oh, sure. Never mind then, Nekareth.
A
Yes?
cute?
No, did you just do a fucking goofy laugh?
Dross will attempt to stealthily point at you and just point at the guy walking away without him seeing. Yeah.
Ah, okay. And I will
Dross,
stealth after him.
Well,
Once he goes around.
hold on. Drost was making a stealthy gesture. So Drost, make me a
I already rolled it. Just tell me what I need to add.
stealth charisma.
Stealth
say-
charisma?
Stealth charisma?
What is that?
Oh, add your proficiency if you're proficient in stealth, and then your charisma.
Sorry. So I am not proficient in stealth. My stealth is 0. My charisma is -1. I rolled a 4, so that's a 3.
So, Drost, you go to gesture at him, but there's a knife in your hand. You kind of almost hit yourself in the face with it, and you kind of have to back off for a second, and you start flailing as you gather yourself. But it's not subtle at all, not even a little bit. The guard takes off. He's running towards the temple.
Yo.
Anyone gonna do anything about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go tackle him.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep patting Neko. Neko is a good girl and deserves it.
What's your speed, Nikarth?
40.
40. Okay. Make me a Constitution check, real quick.
I will use a key point to step of the wind to dash as a bonus action while I'm at it.
No con check needed then. I'll say you're fast enough.
Okay.
He
Sweet.
actually he's booking it. He's kind of a fast guy. You can tell he's faster than average, but he unfortunately rolled a natural 1 in his con check, so he trips and just kind of slides across the dirt for a little ways. And you have no trouble catching up to him. In fact, you hardly even have to tackle him. You just kind of put a foot on his back.
Perfect.
Done deal.
Shit, I lost an strike like I thought. Then I will take out some rope and try to tie his hands real quick.
Okay, make me opposed. Thanks, Brain. Opposed athletics.
Holy shit, that 20.
Yeah, so he tries to escape,
for a total of 20.
Yep, he's as soon as he like reaches a hand up to try and crawl, you just kind of like snap the rope down around his hand and like pull it back. You're not even like actually like grabbing his hands to tie them. You're just like flicking the rope around, and it's gathering up all his limbs.
Carla's been to bondage classes.
Hey, I thought that was standard monk fare, wasn't it?
This is
Gotta do something there.
this is the power of Nakarathon booze. Okay, so you have a tied up guard.
All right, sweet. Then I'll motion over to. Can I see Dross still, or?
Yeah, I mean, you guys were roughly here, and he was running towards the temple here. It was probably 100 feet. It wasn't far.
All right, sweet. Then I will motion to Dross and get him to help me drag this dude around the corner.
Okay.
Get over here! Come on! Help!
I'll get up and I'll jog over really quick, and then I'll just pick the dude up with a single hand and jog around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
He-
And then I will follow.
Yep, he would be within your carry capacity, so yep.
I'll just flex him off the ground.
All right. Drost, what's your AC?
Oh, my AC is 16.
All right. He tries to spit on you but misses.
Huh.
I'll just jog a little harder to
Okay.
joust a little.
All right. Back to Felicia. Did you have any reaction to the guard running out, by the way?
I would have just like ran to the door and like stuck my head out, looked both ways.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
My forte. It's a 3.
You don't see anything. You see Nala leaning up against the wall near you, and Milos petting Neko. That's it.
Okay, I just look at them, make like a scrunched up, like quizzical look on my face, and then duck back in the door.
Just saved your
Meanwhile-
bacon and you don't even
I'm gonna
know.
keep petting Neko.
The guards inside are looking at you, puzzled. Like, is there something wrong? What?
One of them just ran off.
They start
All the
putting
more
their,
reason.
they start putting their hands on weapons. Like, should we go? Should we chase? Are you?
As soon as your sheriff is back, gather anything you need. Mobilize.
All right. As you say that, actually, Keth kind of bursts through the door and says, "Well, not to feel like I shouldn't say this myself, but not to speak of the devil, but here I am. And those boys back there have already told us what we want to know." And he holds out his hands, and there's blood in his knuckles. He's like wiping it off with a handkerchief. He says, "Well, I'm feeling reinvigorated already today. This is a good day so far. Well, any developments out here, Felicia?"
We had a runner, so I think our time is limited here. We need to act.
All right.
I yield to you.
All right.
You're sheriff of this town.
Keth walks up to the crowd of guards, and then, before you can even barely see what happens, he's grabbed one by the back of the collar and just slammed him against the wall. And then he starts tying up his hands. He says, "The boys told me you were with them." And he starts carrying him back to the jail cells. And he just kind of tosses him through the door, and some of the guards on the other side start packing him up into a jail cell. And he says, "Well, that's taken care of. I think we should go take care of our other business." And he starts walking out the door with you.
Felicia is blushing, just like, oh, whew. Flood my basement. Anyway, yeah. So are we going outside?
So, anyways, D&D.
What the fuck?
Whoa. I stopped paying attention for 5 seconds and I completely lose
Time
track of
for
what's
me to
going
nope
on.
out of here.
Wow. No!
Anyways,
Come back!
You and Keth exit through the door of the barracks, and you see Nala and Milos and Neko sitting outside. I guess Karik and Patch are with you too, and Karik is also petting Patch, I suppose. The three of you.
I'm just gonna yell, "It's go time, fellas."
Imitator stealing my gig.
All right, so you two see Keth still wiping blood off his knuckles, and he's got a fire in his eyes. He's standing tall. He's got some posture to him now. And a bunch of guards who are all very flustered and still have barely an idea what's going on, but their sheriff said to jump, so they're gonna jump. So you guys all surrounding the temple then? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys get closer to the temple, in an alleyway, you just see Dross punching the shit out of a tied-up guard. He just looks up and he goes, "You see nothing."
do I see it?
Roll perception check.
Oh my
That's
god.
what's
not
doing
again.
so
That
well.
you see nothing.
Fucking god, a 4.
Nope, you don't see anything. Nope.
Seen a lot of fours today.
I'll just beat him till he's unconscious and then move on.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so what's the game plan? You guys can arrange yourself around the temple. I don't know if you want to all group up together, spread out around it, let the guards form a ring. What's the plan here?
I mean, if I get to have formation duties here, I'd like to just have just kind of like a crescent, like around, like kind of up near it in the center of town with like myself, Kath, and James kind of like in the center, just like facing the main entrance.
Okay.
If we do see enemies, like eventually, I would like to be a meat shield if you guys are okay with that.
If we're okay with that. Hey guys, I'd like to take all the damage. Is that
Like
okay?
all of it. Is it okay?
Is that okay?
I'm just gonna keep on petting Neko.
I'll take that as a yes. I'll just assume.
I'll just line up in front of the front door and wait.
All right. You guys we'll assume you've made your formation. The remaining guard are obedient and they've followed your instruction. Keth agrees with your plan. So you're standing, you said, shortly outside the door, and there's like the crescent around you, around back.
Yeah, just kind of like making a full.
Yeah, making it look oppressive. I like it.
Dross will look over to Felicia and say, "Do we want someone around the back, just in case?"
I say like make like a kind of point arrows like yes, yeah, get back there.
Oh, to me?
Or okay, I'm gonna say like to you, and then like take some of the like I'm gonna point towards like a few of the guards and say go with him, cover the
Alright, I guess I'm covering the rear.
old Rust, bringing up the rear.
Oh yeah, I figured I'd be going, taking down the front door, but this is cool too.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, I'll take like 4 guards and head to the back, just to watch for like any
Okay.
potential escapes.
As you move, can I get a group perception check?
I'm rolling like a god
7.
tonight.
7's 2, baby. I'm just gonna post it in chat so we have.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
15.
Wait, what check is this? Sorry, I was looking at something.
Baby.
Perception check.
Perception check.
Karen, can you type that in? I don't know how to do math.
24, bitch.
Yeah. Wow.
Perception. +3, okay.
Can't wait till D&D Beyond gets their own dice rolling.
Hell yeah.
I swear
Nice.
I'm not making this up.
All right.
No, some nights you're just on it,
That's the laugh of I don't believe you, motherfucker.
Nikareth, were you going around back with Drost, or were you staying with the main group? I forgot. I'm sorry.
I think I was staying with the main group.
Okay. Both you and Milos hear some sharp sounds behind you. Not sharp like blades, but sharp like clacking noises, sort of. But they're faint. They're in the distance. It's kind of like almost like tap shoes, but not that like fancy sounding. I don't know. It's a hard type of shoe making footsteps, is what it sounds like to you. Less like horses, more like footsteps, but they don't sound like leather shoes. They sound like hard something. That's
Can
on
I
stone.
look and try to see the source
You may.
across the courtyard?
Yep. Make me another perception check.
21. 17 plus 4.
All right. You notice right back here, the corner of the general store, something is being set up. There's some kind of metal frame being assembled, and there's a few different guards wearing these. Well, the same guards as you've seen around here, but these are obviously not the ones with you. Trying to set something up.
I will point those out to Keth and Felicia real quick. Hey, I think we have some rogue agents.
Am I able to hear that?
Well, if everyone else wants to make more of a noise about it, you would. But if Nikarth is being stealthy about it, then you would not.
I'm not. I'm just straight up pointing out to everyone in our vicinity because these are our allies, and those are not listening to us.
Yes. So everyone spins around. Dross, you would hear this too. And the figures begin frantically trying to assemble whatever it is now.
Full tilt. Full
they're not being stealthy anymore. It's now a lot louder. They're wrenching things in. They're bringing out wands to screw things in, things like that.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going straight at it. I'm going straight at it.
Okay.
I'm still running at him, too.
All right.
Oh, shit, yo.
I'm just waiting for the roll initiative.
Yeah, roll me initiative. I'm just making sure I have the right page open here.
Alright. I don't
You
have
guys can see
any
this.
bonus
Yeah.
to initiative.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 21. And I'm just gonna lazily, in an annoyed fashion, just kind of point Neko in the direction while sitting on the steps still.
It's business time.
Mhm.
You're like a mob boss, but your cat is your only mob. Just like you're pointing like, do my bidding.
So whatever it is that's being set up is being set up there. As you guys are approaching this metal frame. There's a few different scattered folk here now that you're getting closer. And if everybody could position themselves within the green square before we begin. There's a few various folk around here. There's a few more common looking guards. There's a warforged there. And there's a few that stand a little bit taller above the others. But they're all a mix of human, elf, half-orc, and this one warforged. Neko is within Nikarth.
So while we're setting up, I'm just going to step away for a minute. But
Yeah, sure. Alright, can I get those initiative counts again? I was setting things up. Nikarth, what's your initiative?
8.
Nala, what's your initiative?
Like in general or a roll?
Your roll.
Oh, one sec.
Did we ever get to heal?
You guys had a long rest, yeah.
Okay. That's good, because I'm at 10. Well, I was at 10 health still.
Oh, 21.
Nice.
Great, you can go first, because I also got to 21.
Okay,
Oh.
a 21 for you as well. Drost.
17.
Did anyone hear what Felicia's was?
I was 15.
15.
I put it in.
Okay. And I think that's everyone. Okay. So, you guys are rushing up. These guys are very busy with whatever they're doing right now. And actually, as you move in, there's 2 more here that are going to, as they see you move in and as initiative is being rolled, they're going to just advance like this to try and guard whatever this is. But, first up, we have Nala.
Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out what to do first. I'm not very good at this.
Alright, so you can move up to 5 squares, and you can rage with a bonus action, and then you can attack with an action. Are your main courses of action.
Do we have any plans exactly? We were just
Nope. You guys are just running.
I think our plans are balls to the wall.
balls to the wall.
So whatever that means to you.
So probably should go whatever's closest to us right
Time
now.
to go find a wall.
God damn it.
Oh my god. No.
Does the top of my
Alright.
desk count?
If you turn it
Yes.
to an angle where it's a wall, yes. Alright, I'm going here.
Okay.
I'm raging.
Okay, bonus action to rage. Use up 1 use of that. And you're going to reckless attack or regular attack?
What do you think?
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll me an attack with advantage.
Alright. Okay. Do you mind helping me with that part? Like, so I just do slash roll.
A d20.
Yep,
Plus,
Then plus-
6 for your greatsword.
+6. Alright. I got 15.
Alright, that hits. Go ahead and roll 2d6
Alright.
and add your strength modifier.
Just say strength modifier.
Uh-huh.
So +4.
And your rage modifier, which I think is still +2.
So I just do +6.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. 10.
10. Okay. So you rush up to this guy. He's got a little kind of like a short spear in his hand, no shield or anything. And he's got it pointed out to you, and he's ready to stab, but you kind of stop short of running into the spear and swing your sword, and your sword's just so much longer than his spear that it scrapes right across his chest, and he kind of staggers back a bit. Milos, you're up.
I'm going to shoot at this guy.
Okay.
Let's see. Uh, 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 8 damage.
All right, so the crossbow bolt hits him in the shoulder as he again is advancing with another little short spear. Not very well armed, this one, but hits him in the shoulder. He's like, ah, God, shit. And he starts to kind of hold his shoulder a bit. Anything else this turn?
I'm going to have Patch also go and bite him in the knee. Well, ankle.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find Patch.
Or Neko,
Wait,
rather.
not Patch. Fuck. I can't remember what it is for Neko to hit.
I want to say it's +4.
Plus 4 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 21 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And that'll do 9.
Okay. How does Patch, or Neko rather, want to do this?
He's just gonna lick him with a spiky metal tongue.
Okay. So as this
I
guy's
went
clutching
for it.
his shoulder, Neko just gets in his knee with a tongue and like yanks him to the ground, and he just passes out.
Man, that's actually kind of fucked up.
Yep. And Drost, your turn to be fucked up.
Well, I've got my eyes on this structure in front of me. What's the kind of general structure of it?
Sure. Give me a perception check. Just real quick.
Alright, I've been
I'll-
rolling real high on these.
Won't make you take an action for this just to take a glance at it, but...
So that's a 7.
Okay. So there's like a metal kind of square frame. It looks like the square that you see on the map here, but there's legs that go down to the ground underneath it. Just like kind of table legs, but a lot shorter and squatter. And there's a bunch of like reinforced bars between the piece of this metal frame. They're starting to construct more frame structure upwards. You can't really see a pattern in it, but it looks like it's going to support something on top of it. You just have no idea what even the shape of what would go on top of it is.
You don't have to give an exact answer, but best guess, is this like in the ground or on the ground?
On the ground. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna take 1 step forward, 2 step forward, pop giant smite mid run.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go large,
Like that.
and I'm gonna just slap my hands on the bottom.
On the bottom of the frame.
Yep, of the frame, and hoist upwards. And I'm gonna try to flip it over onto these two behind it.
Okay. Make me an athletics check. Probably at advantage because of your strength, right? Or is that? I forget
It
the exact
is at
details.
advantage.
Yep.
Big boy season.
It is big boy season.
Big boy.
This is my shit. Not a nat 20, but a 19 for a total of 25.
Okay.
Take 4 square space. Is that accurate?
He doubles in size when he goes large. Yeah, he's
Oh
a big
my
boy.
god.
So
Um,
I think I go to like.
Double trouble.
I don't think I go to 18 feet tall, but I go large, so probably like 14 feet tall.
Are you 9 foot?
Attack on
Are you?
Titan mode.
Are you?
I'm 9 foot.
Oh, then
yeah.
you go 18 foot tall. Yeah.
I go 18. I'm 18 feet tall.
Yep. Big boy. So Drost kind of picks this thing up, and it's a lot heavier than you expect, but you're a Goliath and you're giant, and like, you know, it's even though it's heavier than you expect, it's not heavy enough. And you just flip it over. I'm gonna have these guys take a lot of improvised damage.
Yay!
Actually, roll me an attack roll on the off chance you get a crit.
Okay. 1 attack. That's a 4.
Okay. No crit, but no crit fail either, so that's good.
So as you see Drost run forward, you see the runes on the back of his head light up, and that's the signal of him getting large. And then you see him scream, and his muscles are just like bulging out, and he just throws the tower construction.
Isn't getting large the signal of getting large? Hold on.
Whoa,
He does the
whoa.
head tattoo thing every time.
Okay. Yeah. I just thought it was funny. I'm sorry.
No, I love it.
Whoa.
I couldn't think of a good way to phrase it.
I like it. It's good. I apologize for my shitty humor.
Nope, that was good.
It's your big boy humor.
So you throw this thing so hard it actually goes. It hits them. It doesn't land on them because it goes over them, and like up here somewhere, basically. But because it hit them in the chest and kind of knocked them over while they're focused on working on it, they're pretty hurt. You hear some kind of cracking noises. It's not good. It doesn't sound healthy. This one just passes right out. I should mark this one as well. The other one, he kind of groans and steps back up onto one knee, but he's not doing well. Anything else, Drost?
So that was bonus action for Giant Smite and action for.
Okay.
And then it was 1, 2. So, because technically 1, 2, 3. Technically,
You got more
so
movement.
I've got more movement. Technically it would be 15 more. So,
Sure.
he's just gonna keep moving. And he's gonna move up to this.
All right. The one by Nala is gonna try and stick you in the ankle
Yep.
with his spear as an attack of opportunity. Not a natural 1, but a natural 2. So he's very distracted by the gushing blood coming from his chest, and he misses. Up next, Unless you have something else.
I was thinking about action surging.
You can if you want.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'll action surge and I'll take a swing at the dude who didn't.
Okay. He's
Show
like
up.
barely getting up onto
Finish
one
the
knee,
job.
like oh, he's kind of like raising a hand out, trying to steady himself. And
You see the giant steps, the warhammer comes out, and he just brings it down on top of the dude.
at the like apex of your swing, there's like a moment frozen in time where your eyes meet, and there's this look of absolute terror you've never seen in a human's face before. Roll me an attack.
Big smile, 15 to hit.
Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
Alright, and that's 1d10 plus 1d6 because Giant's Might is in fact stupid.
Yep.
That
For
is
2 damage.
6 plus 3, so 9 plus 4 is 13 points of damage.
13
Blood.
points of damage. Do you have an idea of how you want to do this? Because I do, but you can have your idea if you'd rather.
Is he prone on the ground, like flat on his back?
He's got onto one knee and he's rising up, and he just like as soon as he looked up at you is basically when the attack hits.
Just pancake.
Okay, just straight down to back.
Flat
Sit
into
the
the
fuck
area.
back down. I like it.
Oh, no.
Yep. So he's just kind of a bloody pulp. And now we move on to Nikarth. Sorry, Felicia first.
Felicia!
Paging cat girl. 1 2 1 2.
Wait, let me try. Meow!
Nikarth, how about you take your turn for now, and we'll double back to Felicia.
All right, cool. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I took my finger off the button. I will move there and attack with a quarterstaff because I have one of those. I just
Okay.
never use it.
To the one next to Nala.
Yeah.
Okay.
$14?
That'll hit.
Yay. He takes 4 points of damage.
That'll do it. How do you want to do this?
Whoo! I just run up and whack him in the side of the head.
Okay.
So
So
he crumples like a pile of bricks.
yeah, he's still distracted by the blood in his chest. He's like kind of trying to put pressure on it while he's also fending off Nala. And then all of a sudden, from behind him, the staff just cracks him on the side of the head. His eyes roll back, and he falls over. Just no resistance at all. He's on the ground.
Woo!
Jesus.
And then I will step up and attempt to punch this dwarf as a bonus action.
Okay.
I probably miss. 9.
That indeed misses. Actually, I mean, you
So
hit
I go
him.
to punch and just go whang.
Yeah,
Hit
exactly.
him
Yeah,
in the
you
chest.
technically hit him.
Bang.
He's distracted by the giant, but yeah, it's just metal and wood. That's all you hit.
That hurt my hand.
Yeah, you get it's like a little numb, you know. Is Felicia back?
Yes.
Okay, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna move up here, I guess, and yeah, I'm just gonna shoot a ray of frost at the Warforged.
Roll me an attack.
Do, 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 do.
19. Hit.
Yep, that'll hit. Roll damage. And
6 damage.
6 damage. Does Ray of Frost have a secondary effect? I forget.
Yeah, it slows movement by 10.
By 10. Okay, thank you. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna hold back because it seems like we're kind of donging on these guys.
All right. We are back to Nala.
Never hold back. No kill like overkill.
Well, I just chaosed so he can move up and hit the Warforged.
So Nala, this dude you had slashed previously has now crumpled to the ground before you, and you see a couple other guys still standing.
Yeah.
You're still a very angry Goliath.
Okay. I'll attack. I'll go here.
All right.
And I'll attack this guy right here.
All right. So you see before you this metal and wood automaton, this warforged in front of you, and he's wearing this red cape, and
Yeah.
he's a big guy like you, but you've got the bigger sword for sure. So go ahead and roll me an attack. Are you rolling recklessly?
Yep.
All right.
So d20 plus 6. Excuse me. 19.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. $13.
All right. So as this Warforged has been frozen a little bit, like kind of one of his joints looks a little bit stiff and cold, like the frost is forming on it from Felicia's blow before, and then Nala just charging in, seeing his opportunity, not even hesitating to bother to defend himself or anything. He's attacking recklessly, slams a sword into that joint, and the Warforged just kind of like he's taken aback by it. He didn't expect it to hit exactly there. Got a narrow opening in his guard, and he's down to one knee, but he's still up. On to Milos. And actually, first, I am sorry. This one bandit is going to try and run. Or not bandit, but this dude, this guard.
Attack of opportunity.
You do indeed get that if you'd like to use your reaction.
I would. That is a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Amazing.
Poor dude.
First off, gonna do. Ooh, that is a 1 on my damage die, but I'm gonna re-roll that using my two-handed fighting. So that's 13 damage. He's still up?
Nope, you just pancake him. He's trying to run away and just whomp. No, he's down. And
survivors.
this Warforged as well will take his turn. So I forgot to make him take his turn a second ago. He's down on one knee from being attacked by Nala earlier, and he's going to look up and he's just going to take out the spear that he's got by his side, just jab it at you. At advantage because you attacked recklessly. Does an 18 hit? I assume.
I would assume that's
Armor class 4.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Were you asking me if 18 hits?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna roll some damage. Take 10 points of piercing damage, halved to 5 because you're raging.
Okay.
And now it's Milos' turn.
Great. Well, I'm gonna call Neko back. And,
Hey! There he is.
and
Sorry, I didn't
I'm
mean to
going
interrupt.
to continue to pat Neko because seems like they've got
Okay.
that situation pretty well dealt with.
All right. On to Drost then.
Alright, I'm gonna turn from pancaking the other one and just kind of like pendulum swing my hammer back into the Warforged.
Okay, roll me an attack.
Alright. Attack Rolio. Oh, that's a nat one. So 7.
Unfortunate. Well, not one automatically misses. So
Yeah.
you were kind of swinging backwards and you forget about the bodies next to you and you just kind of hit one of them on the way instead. You hear a sickening crunch, but it throws off your aim and you swing over the Warforged's head.
Just hear, oops.
Any bonus actions, Drost?
Drust. does not. Yeah, he's not gonna use another bonus action.
Okay.
Nope.
Alicia.
That is it for me.
All right. Can I? Is there any sort of movement I can do in which I'd have a unimpeded shot at the Warforged?
Yeah, sure. You get over here.
All right. Let's go there, and then I'm gonna shoot that ray of frost at him again.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack.
Conserving my resources. It's 15.
That does not hit, unfortunately. So the Warforged, well, technically it does hit him, much like Nakareth, but it just kind of deflects off his armor. He's a big metal platey armor boy. Any bonus actions, Felicia, or otherwise?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Back to Nakareth, then. Our resident drunk monk.
Yeah, sorry. Here. I will. Are we doing +1 or no flanking? I can't remember.
Flanking is +1, yes.
All right, then I will step up and make sure I'm flanking with Dross.
Okay.
That's a nat 1. That
Unfortunately,
doesn't help me.
Unfortunately, you just keep clanging against that armor, not finding purchase on any of the softer wood.
Well, shit. That was the stick, and now I'm gonna try to attack him with my bonus action.
Okay. Now for the paunch.
And I go to try to sweep the leg, but his leg doesn't move. I rolled a 3.
Unfortunately,
plus
yep, just clanging
4,
off that
so
armor.
like pang pang.
You've got like a numb hand and now a numb ankle, and like it's not going well. And now
No.
I'll pass it off to Karik. So you just ran up to the party now.
Well, shit. So what have I missed?
Yeah, let's give you some recap, because you were with the party the whole time, so you would know this. Party came back to town with the sheriff, as was determined last time. Leroy left the party saying there was somewhere he had to be, that it was something important was happening. And he just kind of rushed off without an explanation. You guys arrived back in town. Felicia is staging a counter coup against the coup over the town with the Keth. So they're retaking the town. You guys started to surround the temple. You guys kind of weeded out a few different guards that were not trustworthy. Keth used a few tricks to find out who the real ones were, things like that. So now you have some fairly trustworthy guards with you surrounding the temple, and then somebody was setting up some kind of weird metal frame pointed in the general direction of the temple behind you, so you all attacked it.
Notably, Drost table flipped it.
Wait, a
and,
strange little what?
So there was some kind of metal frame being assembled, pointed towards the crowd of guards. You guys couldn't tell what it was, but you saw them setting something up stealthily, and then when they were noticed, they went faster, so you guys ran at them. Dross table flipped it over these two guys, killing one of them and almost killing the other one, because he rolled a 25 on an athletics check to throw it. And then it's been carnage otherwise.
Okay. All right then. So I see a bunch of dead guards and them fighting a Warforged.
There's one more forged left, yes.
And he'll run over here, get a clean shot on it, and try and make a shot with his longbow.
Okay.
Natural 20.
roll damage card. Perfect entry to the night.
Oh my god. Alright, what do I roll for this again?
Longbow, D8.
Yes, that's right, thank you.
So 2d8.
2D, or do I double the dice?
Yeah, double the count of the dice. That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I got 5 on the dice. That's 10 plus my dex, or no, actually my intelligence. So, oh no, it's not a magical, but so just dex. So that would be 12 piercing damage.
Okay. So this Warforged, you guys keep deflecting off of him, but Karek rushes in from where he was off by the barracks still, and just pulls back his longbow and bam, right between two plates of the armor and his other shoulder, the shoulder that Nala hasn't hit yet. And so now both of his arms are kind of dangling a bit. He's not looking in good shape, but he's still standing. He's still very angry.
All right, and then with my bonus action, I would have I don't see him on the map, but I would have Patch run in there and bite him.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll. No matter which side you're on, you would have flanking, so at a +1.
All right, so that's...
Oh, I guess if you were here, you wouldn't, but I'm sure you'd put him where you'd have flanking.
Okay. So that would be a +5, so 15 to hit?
That does not hit.
All right.
So, Patch runs in and tries to bite his leg, but he just can't. There's too much metal on this guy. It's hard to find any purchase on anything. It is now his turn, and he is going to attack at Nala again with, he doesn't have his spear because his arm is broken, but he's going to headbutt. Natural 20.
Oh!
Got a critical headbutt with a D. No, it's going to be a D4. You're all right. It's a 4. So,
okay.
10 points of bludgeoning damage halved to 5 as he just headbutts you right in the nose.
All right.
And it's now your turn, Nala.
Okay. I'm going to do the same exact thing.
Okay, just
Last
yep,
round.
go for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll. That's a 20 for the attack.
That'll hit.
$15 damage.
Yep. How do you want to do this?
Oh. Headbutt him back.
Perfect. So as you reel back your head, you just you shake off his headbutt a little bit, and then you show him how it's done. And you actually headbutt him so hard his head gets kind of depressed into his shoulders a little bit, and he just falls over backwards, not moving. Like you just dented it in.
I thought he was a Warforged, not a Turtle Forged.
All
Nice.
right. I'm going to switch us back to the other screen. You guys are now out of initiative. All right. So you were over here at the corner of the general store. The rest of the guard are still here, still wondering what just happened and why y'all rushed over. But they see the bodies and the blood, and they quickly understand. Keth wanders over and asks, "Wow, what was going on here?"
Yeah, what the fuck just happened?
I don't know, but we smashed everyone.
I've just been petting
I
my cat.
see that.
All right.
They were
So,
setting something
They
up.
were setting up this contraption, and when spotted, decided to move faster. We decided to stop them.
You didn't ask them what the contraption was?
No, because when we approached, they drew arms.
We're past
Oh,
talking.
okay.
Yes, I assume that they were working with the temple. I will now go through them and see if I can figure out what they were doing or what they were setting up.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see what this contraption is.
Okay, so are you gonna look through their pockets, Nakarth, or are you gonna look at the contraption?
I'm gonna look through their pockets for notes.
Okay.
And directions.
So you make an investigation check, and Karek, you make an investigation check on the contraption. I think you said. So
Yeah.
that-
I rolled a 17.
Okay. It's very busted, whatever it is. It's very dented and scraped, and pieces are bent out of place, and it's hard to tell what it is at first, but you find some of the other pieces that Dross didn't get to, that hadn't been assembled yet. Best you can tell, some kind of arcane artillery.
Well, I gotta know.
Can I look around and see if there's any kind of structure that they might be possibly aiming this at from this location? Does it seem like something that would be built and set up here, or is it something that would be built and then moved to be set up at a different location?
It was some kind of portable frame for whatever this was. They were very quickly assembling it right on the corner in view of the temple, where the whole party and the rest of the guard were assembled surrounding the temple.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear what they're aiming at.
And Nakareth, what did you roll?
11.
11. No notes or anything, but these guys don't seem as prepared as the ones you have encountered before in town, where they had nothing on them, no insignias, nothing. These ones, you can tell, are all just town guards here. They have a few pieces of gold in their pockets. They've got some personal belongings. They've got their normal equipment on them, things like that. A few rations, they're packed lunches, things like that. It looks like they're prepared for a fairly normal day around town before whatever this has happened.
I would like to do two things real quick.
Uh-huh.
First, I'm going to flip the tower back up, right?
Okay.
Secondly, you mentioned that they were using like wands or something.
A couple of them had a few wands out while they were trying to assemble it, yep.
I was just going to try to find those real quick.
Sure.
Or go through the pockets of the two guys that I stepped on.
Okay. Yep, easy enough to find. There were 2 wands in there. You don't recognize the sigils on these wands that are carved into them, but they do appear to be some kind of charged wand.
Okay.
And we didn't smash them on accident?
2 guys' pockets that you smashed, same thing as Nakareth found.
Okay, and how easy would it be to fully assemble this arcane artillery?
Ooh, make me an Arcana check.
Alright.
At disadvantage because you smashed it.
Ooh, alright. Fair enough. I rolled a 5 and a 2, so that's a 4.
Best you can tell, gonna need some new parts probably.
I'll pass one of the wands to Milos and the other one to Carrick.
All right.
And then I guess I'll start wandering back towards the temple.
Okay. Keth will follow you. So he hands you a pretty plain, pretty deep brown wand. It's pretty common looking. You're not really sure what it is at first glance. But they were using it to assemble this tower, whatever it was.
Interesting.
As we're wandering back, I'll just say, apologies, Kath. We had to act quickly.
That's quite understandable, actually. Thank you. Thank you for doing so. I believe we have business to attend to here, though. Yes, everyone ready? Are your friends gonna? He's just kind of gesturing towards the building.
Just will turn. Everyone, are we doing this?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, let's go.
Quick question for the DM.
Uh-huh.
Was the one that I was given the same one as Milo's? Or was it a different one?
They're both the same type, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So if everyone's heading over towards the temple, are you guys gonna breach, or are you gonna wait for somebody to come out? What's the plan?
I'm gonna, before we break formation, I'm gonna just kind of stop and just look at Catherine and just ask, how do you think we should do this? Do you want to draw them out or storm the building?
Kath's gonna look around for a second and just kind of smell the wind. It's quiet here, he says. Something fishy is going on.
I mean, y'all already know what Milos is doing right now.
Do any of you have a way to peek inside before we make the decision?
I'll climb through a window and sneak around.
All right, if you would do so. I mean, I am all right at sneaking as well, but I need to maintain my men and be ready to charge in when we're ready. So you're gonna approach a window then, Nakara?
Yes.
Okay, roll me stealth.
19.
19. Okay. You feel pretty stealthy. You kind of poke your head up through a window, looking through the church. Side, you see standing at the altar, or the biggest altar of the in the middle of the 12 there, is Zaildun, and most of the townsfolk are there beneath the altar. They're all bowed down. It's kind of hard to tell, but make me a perception check.
Fuck. 9.
Yep. Looks like a bunch of people kneeling at the altar. With Zaildun in front of the altar. Giving some kind of a sermon.
Do their robes match the cultists that we found
the robes
underneath
of
earlier?
The robes of who?
The cultists that we interrupted.
Oh, sorry. Whose robes are you looking at to compare to the cultists?
Townsfolk, right?
Oh, the people kneeling? Gotcha.
Yes.
No, it looks like the townsfolk from like general plains. You recognize N Timbers there. You recognize Orla. You recognize pretty much everybody from the town is there. Abe's there.
No. This just got more complicated. And then I will sneak back down.
All right. Another stealth check.
Okay. 15.
Feel pretty stealthy.
All right, sweet. And go back to everyone and be like, so, just about all the townspeople are in there, so they might have we might have a bit of a hostage situation.
We have to get in there now.
Oh, okay, no one's like, they're all kneeling and praying in front of the altar. I don't know.
I'd like not to get the townsfolk involved.
I think the townsfolk are already involved. He knows that we're here. I can only imagine what's going on in there, but
I don't know I don't think he knows if we're here. He was just giving a sermon, and we stopped the guard that ran away earlier.
Are we really going to try and fight a dude that does greater restoration or whatever the hell that was?
Yeah. Even if we have an army, he's got a fireball.
What are you guys gonna do?
I can survive a fireball. How about you guys?
I'm going to keep petting Nico, but I'm going to walk a little bit farther away.
Okay.
Kev,
I think this is simple to survive a fireball.
Assumedly at this point my giant's might is worn off.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm back down to medium, only 9 feet tall.
Oh.
if there's a time to confront him and make the people understand what's been going on, it's while they're all in there with him. I think we'd be fools to not go in there.
I think we're fools for trying to start a coup in the first place, but here we are.
Go pet your cat.
Pet your cat until you
Fuck
change
off, cat.
So does anyone have a plan?
You know
Mouth
where
to
I
the wall.
stand. Also, like,
I haven't heard anyone make any actions yet, so I'm just silent.
I mean, my plan was not start a coup, but
Oh,
that went out the window pretty damn quick.
Did you have a plan B? If
I figured it would be pretty easy to, execute my plan, but I guess not.
I don't know. I'm kind of okay with living in Couville.
I'm not sure how comfortable I am with this entire situation, but I don't know how to get myself out.
I'm fine with it, but I just want to make sure I feel like there's no reason to allow these townfolk to get hurt.
Kath, any
I'm trying to
suggestions?
prevent them.
I mean,
Kath-
if we leave now, I don't think anything would happen. They're just praying. But
Do you
I don't
know that? Do you know that they're praying? Do you know he doesn't?
That's what it appeared.
If they had enough time to mobilize a weapon to try to devastate half of the town guard, do you think that the leader of this whole thing really doesn't know what's going on? I think he
No.
has them in there for a reason.
Right.
They
Perhaps.
could all be in danger right now.
Felicia,
Yes.
do you think you can go in there and convince the people of the town?
I think if we go in there with the sheriff and with the guard, we surround them, we tell them what's going on, we tell them that they've been lied to. Yes, I think that's what we do. We evacuate them immediately. And if he
Sounds
takes
good to me.
any action, then they'll know that he's the threat. If they're who they think he is, they'll let them go.
Any objections?
I have no objections.
No objection.
All right, I guess I'll try the door.
Okay, are you going to open it to walk through it, or open it to let Felicia through it?
I was just gonna open it and look inside, make sure it's safe.
Okay. You go up to the door, you pull on the handle, and you turn it. No resistance. It's not locked. Open the door slowly or quickly?
I mean, we open it slowly. I have the guards march in and split like equally on either side, and just kind of make a formation around
Okay.
the congregation.
Yeah, I'd say slower than normal speed.
Yeah. Don't make it like
All right. You
aggressive.
creak open the door. It's quiet inside. You see the inside of the church, which a few of you have seen a few times now, Felicia especially. There's rows on rows of pews, kind of almost obstructing your view from here. You can see down the aisle all the way to the front of the altar, but it's hard to see the townsfolk from this angle. You can see like the tops of their heads and things as they're kneeling in front of them, in front of the pews. None of them are in the middle of the aisle up front. Some of them are in the pews in the front for a few rows. The ceilings are high, and there's the nice large stained glass windows. You see 12 altars in the back for the Sovereign 12, and one larger altar in the front where Zildun is currently speaking to the congregation. But when the door creaks open, he goes silent, and he just watches.
I'll turn my head. He definitely knows we're here.
Yes, I can see you back there. Welcome to church.
Yeah, I'll just open the door all the way.
All right. Who's going in first? The guard, Felicia, Keth?
I'd like to go to kind of like walk with Keth.
Okay.
I'll go in first, actually. I'll step through and just like stand kind of to the side.
All right, like the Secret Service opening the door for Felicia?
Yeah, basically. Just
right,
take
cool.
a look to either side of the
Yep.
door.
Yep. All right, so you take a look through the door. It's normal. There's some pews in the back of the room, too, right next to the door. Don't see anything out of the ordinary, so you step to the side, and Felicia and Keth begin walking down the aisle, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like as we enter, as we start walking, I just want to like reach out and address like townsfolk of Galt. As you see, I'm here with your sheriff, and I'm here to protect you from a dangerous man. We mean you no harm.
All right, make me a perception check. Felicia.
Perception.
Sheriff is walking in behind Felicia.
Perception?
Perception.
5.
5. Don't notice anything. No reaction from the crowd that you can tell.
Can I watch the crowd?
If you would like to make a perception check as well, you may.
It's
So you're
okay,
inside
I've been
the building.
rolling equally as shitty. Oh, 16.
16. From your position, nothing you can see either.
Okay.
Shit.
Anyone else coming through the door?
Sure, I'll.
I will at least be in the doorway looking around.
All right, with Drost
Make-
as well. So you
Yeah.
make me a perception check as well then.
I got a 10.
Okay.
21.
21. Nakarth, even though you're in the back of the room, when Felicia starts to speak about protection, somebody up front kind of, their shoulders move in a way that you recognize as kind of being choked up a little bit. Like an emotional reaction. But then it's silent again. Zeldun is just watching you all slowly enter the room.
There's something very wrong here.
It's very silent, other than your own footsteps.
Shit.
What are the looks of the people,
Stop.
the townspeople?
From
on their
here,
face?
you see them hunched forward, as if in prayer. Bless you. It's hard to really tell because you see the backs of their heads hunched forward, you see their shoulders slouched, but you don't see any other parts of their body, and it's just hard to see from back here.
So none of them turned to look up at all at who came in?
Correct.
Oh, okay. That's
Are they all at the front of the room, or are there any towards the back that I can
They're-
pull the hood off of?
They're all, none of them have hoods on. They're all towards the front of the room, kneeling. Some of them are kneeling, some of them are in the pews. But all of them are kneeling in front of the pews, not in the front of the aisle. So it's hard to see them.
Question.
Yes.
Is there a room down the sides? Are there like side aisles towards the front?
So you guys came in this entrance here, and this aisle and the pews kind of come out towards the front here. And there's great big walls down the sides, kind of to the sides of the entrance here. There's two big wings with various parts of the church that aren't related to the big auditorium room you're in at the moment.
Okay. I'll just kind of move down one of the aisles, but not the one Felicia and Kath are going down.
Okay, down like
But
the side.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start moving down the aisle at the same pace as them.
All right, Felicia, you saying anything else on the way?
Is there a sorry, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna address him and say, if you truly care about the well-being of your people, you'll let them leave this room right now.
He looks
You
at
have
you
a lot
and
to answer for.
he looks at you and he kind of raises his face up a little bit, kind of looking down his nose, and says, "Oh, I have a lot to answer for, do I?" Starts to kind of stroke his chin. No other response.
I'm just gonna turn to Keth and say, I don't like this.
Felicia,
Can we arrest him?
make me a perception check, Felicia.
Oh my god, a 3. Why the fuck can't I? Jesus.
Sorry.
Yeah, 3.
Drost, as you approach as well, make me a perception
See the
check,
dice.
since you're getting closer now.
Perception.
Perception.
Okay. 15.
15. You notice something missing. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something different about Zale.
I'll stop real quick. Felicia, something is off.
I know. I can't tell what it is.
Can I pick up
Does
a
he have
rock
his
from
rings?
outside and throw it at Zale?
You can?
Throw it through the window.
Are you gonna tie a note around the rock before you throw it through the church window in the car?
Oh no! I was in the door, so
Okay.
I like find a rock right outside and throw it at him to see if he's even actually fucking there.
Okay, go ahead and
That's my worry.
throw a rock.
Does a 15 hit?
It does. Improvised weapon damage is a D4, I think, for a ranged attack. Not sure on that. I'm gonna assume it is. So roll me a D4 plus Dex.
6.
6. Okay. It strikes him on the head and kind of knocks off his like pope crown a little bit. There's blood down the side of his face. He says,
Oh, whoops. I guess you are here.
"People of the town, do you see what they're doing here? I told you of their
I always
dangers."
make things worse.
Why?
I'm still outside petting my cat. I have nothing to do with this.
That's so. Holy shit. Nikar's like,
I'm just
oh,
gonna-
it's definitely an illusion.
I'm just gonna like turn around and put my back against the wall outside and just like put my head in my hands like
Oops.
yeah, whoops.
Zeldurn is now preaching to the crowd. "They come into our place of worship, and they injure me, as I am trying to teach you all you people the truth. Do you see what the sheriff is doing to this town? Do you see it?"
Side question, real quick. Did we bring James?
James is outside with the guard.
Can I
He's there.
just pack up my loot and start walking to passage? 'Cause that seems safer, honestly.
Dude, just gotta go hard and everything goes great. That's what we learned from this last fight.
What were you saying, Trust? About James?
Oh, I was just wondering if James was with us, because I have like a feeling in the back of my head that James can swing ham, as they say.
James is outside with the guard, yes. As is still Nala, Milos, and Nikarth now.
I'll turn to the back and yell, "We could use some help in here!"
Okay. So we'll like slink back.
As Strauss has a feeling things might get rough soon.
Alright, so are you guys gonna go with that and rush into the room?
I'm
gonna stay outside because I'm not part of this.
I think I was already behind Felicia.
I just want to like have Keth and I like walk to the front of the room and be in a position to address the people. But also, like,
Okay.
I want to just go straight to like trying to arrest Zale.
Is Nala in here with us?
Nala is not yet.
No.
Nala, come!
Alright.
My way.
Alright, so Nala heads in. As you approach the front, make me another perception check.
10.
Okay.
Does my passive 19 perception get me anything as I...
Not from outside the building. So
Damn
Alright, I'm coming back in.
So you guys approach the front again. Still not noticing. You just see
Can I
the...
make a perception check?
What'd you say?
Can I make a perception check?
Were you advancing to the front as well?
Yeah, I've been following behind.
Yeah.
Felicia.
Go for it then.
That's a 13.
Nope, don't notice anything either. As you get close, so are you now completely in the front of the church, Felicia? You're advancing all the way up?
Yes.
Okay. As you get to the front of the church and you start to pass around the pews, you see these people aren't willingly kneeled in prayer. They're tied in that position. Their arms bound to their knees, kind of forcing them to hunch over in this awkward position of forced worship, so to speak.
Okay. Can I react to this immediately?
You may, as soon as you see it.
I just like turn back and yell, like, just like address all of the guards and the people. Speak. They're bound. Get them out of here now.
I like start.
All right.
then,
The guards start rushing in through the doors.
I'm gonna ignore that order and start jogging up to the front where Felicia and Cathar.
Okay.
I'm gonna start cutting people's ropes. I'm gonna start running to some of the townsfolk and
Okay. Before you do that, we will pick up next time because we're gonna roll initiative. So,
All right.
it is getting close to 9
now
o'clock.
or at the beginning next time.
Yeah.
So we're getting close to 9. I think we'll call it now so we don't roll initiative and go nowhere with it. I don't want to have to keep that note around all week. But yeah, things are happening.
I want to put forth that I regret absolutely nothing. This has been the most fun episode so far for me. So,
Good.
Yeah, I regret nothing. I enjoy watching, someone pet their cat the whole time.
Engaging
The
content.
brief time I was here was very exciting.
Okay, good. I'm gonna cancel. Well, not cancel. Stop the recording there. So thank you all.